Hey everybody, I'm going to be demoing EQ Sage integrated in Spire today and show what features are complete so far and kind of give a roadmap of what's to come right now. So this is a newly integrated feature in Spire right here, and it's available through the left nav bar right here from the main entry point. And this will look a little bit different for anybody loading up for the first time. You have to link a EverQuest directory because this all happens in real time. The app reads the assets from the file system, decodes them, turns them into 3D web assets and textures, and saves them for future use so they run faster. And there's also an option to let you allow the persistent file system in the future so you don't have to do that every single time as well. There's instructions for anybody loading this up for the first time right here. But the basic concept is for now, it's the entry point is from a zone. So you can pick a zone, anything through the list right here, and it'll show you the most previously selected zones right here. I'm going to pop into Blackborough right here. And right away we load up and we see the zone and all the spawns associated with this as well. We see some white orbs, we see some blue orbs. The white orbs are static, that means they don't have a pathing line. The blue orbs mean they do have a pathing line. For instance, here's a null courier right here. And when selected, it'll show that entire pathing line as well. We're not so far as to be able to edit the pathing line yet. That'll be coming soon. But today we're going to be going over editing the spawn entry itself right here with a little bit of real-time demo as well. So you saw whenever I click this right here, we kind of get a highlight for who's selected and a little menu bar to the right with some information about this. Right here, let me choose someone else with a couple different entries. So there's a couple different possibilities for the spawn, a couple of scrawny nulls and a null right here. And we can edit those spawn entries as well. Right over here, I'm going to do this to another spawn right here. Scrawny null, level 5. I'm actually going to change that to another type of null right here. And we need to accumulate to 100% right here for the chance. So I'm just going to put this down to 0, or I could delete it either way. And I'm going to save that off. Now this is actually saving to the database right here. And here comes the demo part. I'm actually in my EP server right now, running it out of the box. And I will repop the zone. Bam, we got a Teshmas null right here. So that is the option to swap out NPCs right here. And also from this menu, we can pop right into the edit mode, which is already the fully fleshed out NPC editor in Spire. And going back here, the next part that we have is the ability to change the location of the mob as well. We can do this manually. For this feature as well, makes it a little bit easier to see where you want to move something. So just choosing this right here, that'll show you what the lock is, and then you'll be able to hit T to commit to that lock, or escape if you don't want to actually move there. So you can hotkey R right here, move wherever you want in the zone. So I'm going to move this guy over here. I'm going to move all these guys over here. So let's grab this little pup as well. And the courier's fine. I'll move this guy as well. Okay, so those are all committed. Every time those are moved, it actually does do an update in the database. So there's no extra step to save or anything like that. So that's all kind of real time right here. We pop back in here, and I'm going to repop the zone. And now we have our little null party over here. So that's it so far, pretty basic for being able to edit locations and edit the types of spawns that are coming in the zone right here. There are definitely some caveats with loading NPCs with models that aren't supported by that zone or aren't loaded by that zone. But that'll be something to address separately, maybe through warnings, or figure out a way to load models that aren't inherently loaded from the zone like this. Anyway, that's just some caveat stuff. That's the state of affairs right now. And just while we're here, might as well also demo a couple other parts of this. We have the spawn dialog right here. It lists all the spawns in the zones, all the spawn entries. So here's a spawn point. It has 3 possible spawns right here. You can teleport right to that spawn. Here it is. And some zone information. This is just kind of debug information right now. And in the future, we're also going to have objects, and that'll be doors, POK books, that kind of thing. Items that will be droppable items that spawn on the ground for quests, for example. Regions, they're already kind of in here, but this will be an integration of the regions that are in the zone, like zone points, water, PvP, slime, that kind of thing. And the server-side data, which actually hooks up to that as well. So this is turned on by default. I have it turned off, which is showing the regions right here. And right here we can see there's a lot of regions down here. This is all the water part of the zone right here. And right here is a zone line region. That's going to Everfrost right there. And the other zone line region going to Quainosaurs right here. Looks a little bit like a mess right here because it's all kind of layered on top of itself right here. We take another look in another zone like Quainos. It's a little bit more spread out. So here's our water. Zone line down to aqueducts, water and zone line, water, zone line, and the big zone line right here. So right now we're working on support for all the different types of zones. There is EQG support. There are some issues with that, with rotation and materials. It's working. I wouldn't recommend editing zones in EQG right now. The rotation is just off for world coordinates. But S3D, up until at least the first 5-6 expansions, this should be ready to go and should be hopefully useful for editing spawns in a quick way that gives you a nice overview of what exactly is going on here. Let's just give this a shot right here. Let's move these guys right to the center. Go back here. And rebuff the zone. There they are. Yep, so not a whole lot built out right now. I think there is quite a bit of potential in what's going on in this app. It's just going to be a piece at a time, and things will be released and updates will be given in the Discord channel under Project Requiem, and also we'll be probably posting these in the Spire updates as well, as far as new features being completed. So that's it, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and hope you enjoy using this app as well. It's available right now through the public sandbox, through Acadius's Spire public sandbox, and all updates happen pretty much in real time for anybody who has the Spire server hosted by themselves. You might have to pull the latest every once in a while if I'm making changes to the Spire API itself, so that we can get different types of data to be able to read and update spawn data. So that's it. All right, see ya.